Hello guys, this is Dank Nova, and today I'm going to do a video about why you should probably quit Magic the Gathering. Okay, so um, the game is pretty fun, but the community pretty much sucks, okay? Because right now they're going through a lot with Jeremy and so many judges and other professional, players. So it's just a lot of drama, and it used to be fun. I really enjoyed it. But ever since stuff with Sprinkles has happened, I've been turned off by the game because of her. So you should pick up new hobbies. Like, for example, throwing. Okay, this is my favorite throw. It's a nice yo-yo. It's the Yo-Yo Factory Cipher. There it is. I really enjoy doing this because I don't know, it's just something I enjoy doing. And Magic, my friend stopped playing because he played Dragon Ball Super, and I just don't feel like driving to faraway places just to play Magic. And while nearby, it's Dragon Ball Super and other trading card games. So yeah, but I recommend picking up something new. Okay, especially something that you could waste your money on that makes you a little bit more talented than just playing cards. Because Magic, it's pretty expensive. Okay, and if you want to be on top of things and modern, legacy, standard, you always have to be spending money. Okay, like I have two modern decks, and I got lucky with one of my decks. I was buying singles at this card shop that they said, oh, just I'll get rid of whatever and just show me a big stack of it. And I'll, give me $1 or two. I was like, okay, so I took a lot of lightning bolts, lightning strikes. Um, man, there's so many cards that they're worth like $3 to $4, and I got them for like 2 cents. So it was pretty good deal. But and my other modern deck, that one costed a lot. And so if you have a modern deck, that's fine. Like keep that with you. If someone wants to play Magic, you bust out your weapon, okay, and no standard or whatever. But the reason why I'm saying like pick up something like a yo-yo is because when you buy something like this and you're learning with something like a yo-yo, you're learning tricks, and basically you're learning new skills with your hands or whatever, and it just happens to be more interesting than learning about cards. Because if someone comes over and it's like, hey, show me something you can do, and you could grab an instrument, like for example, I have my harmonicas, my violin over here, my guitar. Yeah, sure, awesome. But if you want to show them something else, like, yeah, I could play yo-yo, and they're like, oh really, like walk the dog and stuff. And then you show them something with modern yo-yo, and they'll be like, oh wow, that looks so cool, because it is pretty cool. It's the skill that you learn. Now, if you're gonna show them your decks, what are you gonna do? Like they're gonna get bored. They're gonna look at you like, so what are you trying to show me? It's like, oh yeah, look at my cards. All they're gonna think is that you're some geek nerd, and all you do is spend a lot of money on pieces of cardboard, which is true. While when you show something like this, they'll be like, oh wow, that's cool. Can I give it a try? And then you show them like one of your cheap yo-yos, and maybe they bang it around or something. Who knows? But just don't give them one of your special ones. But yeah, like and also like you can't bring a deck around with you everywhere. Well, actually, yes, you can, as long as you have like a bag or you carry it with your hand. But other than that, like I remember, I think it was like 2 or 3. No, actually, it was 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 years ago, and I had a yo-yo. I had a plastic one. It was I think it was the Proto Star. I think so. I don't remember. And I think it was a protester. Yeah. Well, I went to a spring break with my yo-yo. Yes, with the yo-yo. And I was doing tricks because standing around, you get bored. Sure, there's women doing what they do, but I was getting bored. So I started playing my yo-yo, and then for some odd reason, like there was, ladies, girls, whatever, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you look like you're really good with your hands," and I'm like, sure, I'm just playing my yo-yo, and for some odd reason they'll throw numbers at you and stuff like that. Like I'm being serious, it's not a lie. Like at spring break, you can actually pick up girls with a yo-yo compared to like magic cards. Like what do you do? Oh, look what I do. Oh my god, what a loser. They're not gonna care. So yeah, and then also another thing like painting miniatures. Like I just picked that up. It's pretty cool. Uh, you see, like if you buy cards like for Magic the Gathering or whatever card game you have or play, uh, you can't really show people, anything. So if you paint miniatures and you're okay with it or you're decent with it, and someone comes over to your house, they're gonna look at it and they'll be like, "Did you? Oh, look at these little figures. Did you paint them or something? Like they look a little unique." And you're like, "Yes, yes, I did. I paint these." They'd be like, "Oh wow, he has some skills. He has an ability to paint. Oh wow, he's artistic." It's a conversation starter. Like, "Oh, do you like paintings?" And they're like, "Oh yes, I do." Well, look at these figures they painted, and people will be more interested in that than they are looking at your deck box full of cards. Because trust me, like the people that came over here to this house, like they're more interested in Pokemon than they are into Magic, and you can't really show them. You can't show them like Magic cards, and they know they know it's an expensive hobby, and they know you're blowing money in it, and that's all they see. They don't see like, oh, you're cool because you have like a really powerful modern deck. In your head, you think you're cool, but to other people, you're not. But anyway, so pick up something else like or harmonica. Like I play harmonica really well. I can play the blues nicely. Um, I have different kinds of harmonicas. Try that, you know, because and you're like, oh, well, it's expensive. It's like what $45 for a decent harmonica. Well, compared to how much you're spending on, your magic cards, that's trust me, that's really cheap. And like this one, I got it for sale for like 35. So yeah, it's affordable stuff that you can do. And yeah, just well, yeah. Sorry, I'm just really really tired. I just woke up right now. And anyways, try something different. I don't know if the Magic community is dying. To me, it is. Okay, I see people play Modern and Commander. That's great, but with Standard, people are more switching to another trading card game because of what happened with the Magic community. It sucks that people would believe a cosplayer, which is of course a woman, over anything. And it's surprising. It's surprising that it happens to other situations in real life. Like for example, a girl can cry rape or say, "Oh, that person's a bad man," and that guy will actually get in trouble. Like just because of a girl just talking. Like, it happens everywhere. If the girl happens to be genetically, beautiful, pretty, just or like in the middle, as long as she's like, a little bit thin, not too thick or whatever, and she's like a 5 out of 10. I swear to you, she can say anything about you, and you're gonna get in trouble. Okay, like she can say that you hit her, raped her, or whatever, and guess what? You're going to jail. Period. Like even if you have evidence that you're like in another state, it does not matter. Trust me, it does not matter because they can, they would try and believe what she says. And even though if your charges are dropped or whatever, it's still gonna look really bad. Okay, and then good luck with your life somewhere else because of what that person says about you. So it's just it's what that's evidence that stuff like that happens. Like a person, a female, could say something that's complete BS, and it affects people's lives. Like like Jeremy from headquarters, MTG headquarters. He has look what happened to him. He's banned. Okay, um, he's lucky that she didn't didn't lie so much to the point where she says that he physically touched her. Because trust me, there'll be cops knocking on the door. You know, there would be cops if she said something like that. I swear to you, there will be cops knocking on his door. Even though he has evidence that he did not do it, he's nowhere near. He's across the country. Who cares what? They will be knocking on the door because of you know people would believe an average to beautiful woman over any man whatsoever. Okay, and what sucks is that these guys are stubborn to realize that they are wrong. Okay, because I don't know about you, but a lot of people, they do not like to be wrong. They like to be right. If they say that the sun revolves around the earth, you have to say it's true. If not, they're gonna go crazy and they're gonna say yes, yes, the sun revolves around the earth because it's you have to follow what they say. If not, they're just let them. They're wrong. Just let them be like, yeah, yeah, you're right. Yes it does. Yes it does. Just whatever. And then in your head you're like, what a moron. Like this guy is ridiculously a moron, idiot. Get out of here. Of course you're not logical or anything whatsoever. But but yeah, because of the community, that's why I quit, and I learned more yo-yo tricks. I'm happy about that. And it's the same thing. Like you play Magic to get your mind off of things. Trust me, when you put headphones on and you're learning like all these really cool tricks with the yo-yo, or when you're painting or whatever, playing harmonica, um, guitar or something, like your mind goes somewhere else. Okay, trust me, that's like I could sit down with a keyboard, piano, or whatever, and just next an hour or two passes. I'm like, oh wow, like I made a new little mini song. Um, it sounds pretty good. Uh, it feels good, and next you accomplish something because you actually learned something that is not through cards because you can't do anything with it. I'm sure you can sell your cards, but you really can't do anything with the skills of learning how to play cards. Like if you take that time of you building a deck and playing cards or whatever, you can take your time learning on something that you can actually use it in your life and apply it to something else. For example, like if you use an hour a day that you build your magic deck, read on every card or whatever, and practice piano. I swear to you, you can make money from learning piano, or you can show people, teach people. Uh, like it's a skill. Okay, it's a skill. And right now, you don't want to learn a skill that's going through some. I don't know how to explain. Like it's just going down. Okay, the community and magic, it's going down. Okay, Uh, their company is still going to be doing fine because of course they're a company and they make a lot of money. But just man, like social justice warriors, they ruined it. Like they ruined it. Like if they didn't exist, the game would be fine. But apparently no, it's already ruined. Okay, and it's going to be really hard for them to climb back up. Sure, they could keep pumping out products. People will buy it because what people do is they start buying a product, and since they already threw a lot of money on the products, it's like a how do you say it? It's like a habit. Okay, when you buy a lot of magic cards and you play magic cards and that's all you do is play magic with other things that you do in your life or whatever, it becomes part of you, right? So even if the community or whatever is doing bad, you don't want to let go of it because that's a part of you, you know, because that's all you know. Not all you know, but you know what I mean. Like it's what you know, and it's in your life. So let's say if you did quit magic, have you noticed that some days you're gonna be like, I miss playing magic. It's because it's some weird thing that they do in psychology. One of my psychology teachers was talking about it. He said something um, that like let's say you used to paint car models, okay, and you paint car models for a good period of time of your life, and then you quit for some odd reason. A year later, you're gonna have that itch that you want to paint a model. That's all. You just want to paint a model. So what my professor did is he bought it's I think it's a model jet, and he built it and he painted it. So he what it's called like he satisfied his needs doing that, but then he threw away the model. He says I just wanted to paint it and build it. Like me, I would display it, but him, he would just throw it, and then he'll come back to it like a year later. I forgot what this thing is called. It's I don't know, some psychologist like has a name for this whatever thing, and magic's like that. Okay, you get off of it, and you're probably gonna want to get back on. Like I got off of it years later. I got back on, and then I got off. Oh no, the community is really bad right now. Thanks to some woman, obviously, that likes to say things, and of course everybody's gonna believe. So it's like that. Okay, and like for yo-yo, I stopped for a year. I came back. Like I came back and I got better. So yeah, so it might be hard for some people to leave magic because of that. Like they already spent so much money and time on it that they can't jump into something else. Which it's a bad thing actually. It's like those people who get sucked into World of Warcraft and for a whole year of their life they literally threw it into the trash. Like they have not gained any skills. They have not got promoted to any job or whatever. They have not um, um, got a degree or anything or whatever is it in life that they were trying to achieve. They literally just throw their whole life into it away. And the same thing with magic. Okay, it's almost like that. You're throwing your money and your life learning and playing it when in reality you could be learning good skills. Like start doing some pull-ups, start doing some push-ups too. Like guy or girl, start doing those. Okay, and start doing things that make you a better person than spending money on a community. I mean, not community on a well, yeah, on a community ruined game. Go ahead if you want, but for me, I'm gonna just increase all my other talents that I have. Like I love playing music. Okay, I played 12 instruments growing up. Um, I love painting. Okay, and I like playing yo-yo, and I like working out. So I'm gonna do those. I love cooking food, so I'm gonna learn that stuff instead, um, because that's just me. But I am tired of drama because what happened with Jeremy is kind of what happened with me. Like a girl can actually say something about you, okay, and it's not true at all. You have photos, you have videos that proves that that person is crazy, okay, in their head, and they can say anything they want, and it'll ruin your life. Trust me, because it's just ridiculous how society works like that. Okay, they'll go what a female would say over a guy, and even if you have evidence, it doesn't matter. Okay, it does not matter. That's why Jeremy's lucky that she didn't point fingers at him saying, "Yeah, he physically touched me, and he physically raped me or whatever, harassed me, like with his hands, he harassed me," because cops would be knocking on his door. Period. Okay, even if she has no evidence, period, they will be knocking on his door. Okay, so I'm just glad that didn't happen to him, and hopefully it doesn't happen to anybody. But I'm just telling you, be careful. Okay, and jumping to another hobby because you go in a community, uh, they're there. Okay, like I play Magic, and there are a group of people that they think so high of themselves because they are like one of the 30 genders or whatever. Like, they think like they're better than everybody else because they're different. Okay, which doesn't matter because everybody's equal, right? No one's better than another person unless like you have something genetically superior. Like for example, like what you're like 6'5" and you could jump like so high, and of course you could, throw some hoops really nice, maybe. But other than that, like no one's better than another person. Okay, so, but in the community, I'm seeing that now, and it's like great. Now I can't go somewhere and just have fun. Now I go somewhere and you have people think they're higher than others for some odd reason, and whatever. That's why when you paint and you're throwing out, you're by yourself. You're learning something, and then I go out and I at parks or whatever, and I play yo-yo, and more people will stare at you than you sitting somewhere and playing cards. It's just the way it is. Okay, um, but yeah, I have to go to work right now, so yeah, have a good day, and thank you for watching. I think this is a long video. I'm very sorry about that, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you want, comment if you have any questions or anything. If you want to learn anything but with yo-yos or harmonica, let me know. If you have a Twitter, message me and I'll teach you. I have some old yo-yos or harmonicas. All you need to do is clean them out really well. Though. If not, then don't. I can just tell you what to buy or whatever. If you want to learn how to play an instrument or anything, just let me know. Um, Message me on Twitter or comment on this video. But sometimes I don't reply on the video because I don't get notifications. I do, but it's just so much notifications that I forget and I don't know where. But usually Twitter, yeah, I'll respond to that. But yeah, thank you. So have a good day.